Welcome, Leo, to 12th House Tarot. My name is Mouse. I am your host, and this is a general reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, for the week of July 8th to July 14, 2024. Hello, welcome back, my viewers. Welcome, first-timers. Happy to have you here. At the time of this recording, I have a whopping 57 subscribers, which I am telling you right now, I am thrilled that you wanted to come back, return, hear what I have to say, add me to your, bag of tricks, your bag of magic that you listen to. I love it. I love being part of this. Thank you very much. And consider liking and subscribing yourself if you're a first timer. Let's see how it goes for you. Leave me a comment. All right, yada, 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 right? Let's see. Last week at Leo, we had still leveling up and choices to be made. And there's choices to be made. So you're still leveling up, and there's choices to be made. So currently, and I say that now because as I'm getting more used to recording and the audio and edit, like posting these up and all the bells and whistles that you have to do for each video that you post up. It can be quite labor intensive, but I'm getting there. That being said, I currently do past, present, and future spreads, and as my comfort level goes with recording this, I will definitely probably be expanding into other kinds of spreads, Celtic Cross or what have you, just to give you more insight and information. But I also don't want to talk your ear off like I already have for a minute and 45 seconds. So, that being said, let's give it a shuffle. Let's cut the deck, Leo, and see what is happening for this week and how the energy may have shifted or changed for you. Again, last week was still leveling up, and there's choices to be made. Tell me what those choices were, friends. What are you going through? I mean, everything is ever evolving and changing, right? So it's a matter of us making sure that we've learned our lessons from the past, or even better yet, learn the lesson from someone else's experience. I just had a conversation with my partner, and she went on a trip to Florida with her two 20-something-year-old daughters, and they were going to be doing something. And the mom kept saying, my partner kept saying, I think you should bring water shoes. It's not as nice as you think it is where we're going and what we need to walk through and get to. And I don't trust that the water's clean. They had to go out to a dinghy, out to a boat, to their grandfather's boat. Anyway, none of them are like, the girls are like, no, we're fine. They get to Florida. The grandmother says, here's some water shoes, girls. You should wear these water shoes. No, we're fine. And you see where this is going, right? And they get to the water, and then they're like, oh, gosh, ooh, no, I don't want to walk in this. And the thing is, I think that sometimes we have to put away the messenger, like who's delivering the message, because sometimes 20 girls don't want to listen to their mom. And that's fine. I get that. But if you could separate that out and say, what is the message that keeps repeating in my life that I may not be listening to? Because they were offered water shoes multiple times before heading to Florida. Actually, when they were in Florida, the grandmother saying, you didn't bring yours, I have extra for you, wear these water shoes. And then they get to their destination, they're like, crap, I should have had water shoes. I know, right? A really long story. We didn't even do the cards yet, friends. But this is coming up when we make choices, when we have change coming in. What is the pattern in your life that keeps repeating? Can you just take a time out, reassess, make a list, figure out, what do I keep seeing? Do I keep dating the same people? Do I keep getting the same position in different jobs and, getting the same boss over and over? What needs to change in my world so that I can have a better outcome? Is it about self-worth? Is it about self-esteem? Is it about having higher standards? Is it about having better boundaries? Yes, and yes, right? So that in my sage wisdom and my advice, that's where I'm at with this for you, Leo. Consider that. Consider just reassessing what's going on in your life. Where can there be improvement? How do you want life to improve? And see where the patterns are and what you can change, okay? Because there's messages constantly coming to us. It's a matter of being aware of them and not just going through life on autopilot, yeah? Capiche? Look at, we have a 5 of Swords. So there was some kind of conflict happening here. We got We went from fighting with swords to fighting with sticks. 5 of Wands. So double fives. 9 of Wands. All right. So regardless of what's happening here in position 1 and 2, in position 3, you're the wounded warrior. You've come out victorious, a little battered and torn, but you are, I'm going to say, look at this. All leads up to breaking some patterns and beliefs, perhaps, right? So in the energy that I'm feeling from this, the 5 of Swords is definitely about defeat, but I feel like this is you. You are the victor, not the victim. You are not the one being defeated. You are standing tall in this. And then what this 5 of Wands brings up for me, if you're familiar with a thing called second crop, where, listen, I'm sorry, I'm going to already pause here. We're already 6 minutes in. This may be a long video, so just give a listen, put your headset on. And this is what I want to share with you. I want to throw down some knowledge for you about this second crop. When we set boundaries and tell the universe, I'm doing things this way now. The problem is that you've been maybe doing things a certain way for so long that that reverberation is still out there, hits the edge of the universe and comes back because they don't know that you've changed, and things show up again that resemble the past. And then that's our opportunity to just put a kibosh on that, put a halt on it, stop it, and say, nope, I don't do that anymore. Whether it be enabling, codependency, drinking, drugs, lying, cheating, stealing, eating sweets. I don't know. I don't know what it is that you're putting a kibosh on. Dating my best friend's brothers. I don't know what it is. Saying yes to somebody all the time when you really mean no. Like there might be a moment where something reverberates back, like the ripple comes back because we've been doing the same thing over and over. And this is an opportunity for a big change for you, Leo. A big transformation is happening here, is how I feel this energy. And you are going to sit here in all your wisdom, and knowing that the wands are fire, this is all your power standing by you. This is all your knowledge and wisdom, and you are ready to move forward. We'll clean you up. Don't worry about it. Those bandages, you'll heal. You'll be fine. It just takes some practice and getting used to where you're at now in this new paradigm. Wow. All right. We're coming back over here to the 5 of Swords, and we've got the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of the 8. There's an 8 here as well. It's the 8 of Strength. It's not true. It's an Arcana, Major Arcana card. You have the Strength. It also has the number 8. So what the heck? You have 2 8s. You have 2 5s. All right. Great. Let's go for it. So in this victory, where you defeated something from the past, you're coming to a choice point with this 2 of Swords. The swords are intellect, your thinking mind. Utilize the moon. We've got the moon showing up a couple of times. The cups are in a little of motion, but you are either, I feel like this is a walking away. Sometimes it's a walking to something or a release of something, which is perfectly fine. Please release the past. Let it go. Don't be dragging it with you. Our friend Aries got this card as well in a different position, but still the same story resonates. And here, holding onto your strength, setting your boundaries. That's what I feel like is coming up here. And that's what's going to come through and bring you through to this 9 of Wands. Middle position, we have the Page of Pentacles. So we have a new beginning of learning, of like, I'm doing this thing differently now. This is who I am. Please look at me with a new light. I often, here we go back again to a story with my partner, that I have gone through a lot of metamorphosis, a lot of changing. I had my dark night of the soul in the whole year of 2019, the year before COVID. And since meeting my partner, I have evolved and changed in a way that I am really proud of and feel really accomplished with, in part and parcels because of her and her boundaries and her standards. And so if I had a pattern that I was repeating, and she said, I don't really appreciate when you are sarcastic to me or something, or poke fun at me, because that's how I grew up. That's what my family did. And it's also a defense mechanism. So I changed that. And so I say that around this Page of Pentacles because you're changing, and you might have to say to people, because she'll remind me of something like, oh, can you like not do this thing that I know you used to do in the past? And I'll say, I've worked on that. I don't do that anymore. You know, like, hey, and I'm not calling her out, like, pay attention to me. I'm just saying, hey, I heard you. I made a change. And this could be you talking to your inner self, you guys. Like, I've made a change, and I don't do this thing anymore that was self-destructive or hurt my relationship. Wow. You're getting the therapy with this one, Leo. Not sure why. Lucky you, I suppose. It's it's the second reading that I'm recording. God help the other ones after you, I suppose. Let's keep going. We have the Three of Pentacles. So this is you showing your good works. This is showing what your successes are, your ability, like tapping into this part, this this Nine of Wands. Like, these are your skill sets. This is your knowledge and know-how. And here it is in manifestation, more pentacles. And then obviously we need a rest. Well, I mean, all together, as we gather all this information together, as we look at these together, right? We're setting a new boundary. We're creating a new paradigm shift. Here's the paradigm shift. You can't go from 0 to 100 with changing a habit or a pattern or a belief. So you change a little bit, and then you need to take a rest. Perfectly fine, as long as the rest doesn't become an avoidance and a spiritual bypass to your personal growth and evolution. Nine of Wands. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. And we know that this is like keeping our money close to our vest, like keeping a tight grip on your finances. Nothing wrong with that. Particularly if we're doing a paradigm shift. You're like, I don't know where I am, what I'm doing, and what am I spending my money on? Again, we don't want to have a spiritual bypass and do retail therapy when we need to be going and making an appointment with our therapist. Take the $100 that you would have spent on clothes and go to your therapist instead. This is a really interesting reading, you guys. I hope you're getting all this. All right, so we're moving forward in something, which is, I'm excited for that, with that Chariot. And then we have this Tower moment. This doesn't have to be as dramatic as it's showing. It could be small, all right? It could be small. It's just a paradigm shift. I'm not too worried about this because that's what's happening for you. You are going through this paradigm shift, and this is just solidifying it. Oh, wouldn't it be fun if we had the Fool at the bottom of this deck to denote a new path or a new beginning? Let's take a look. What are the odds? The Sun, Betsy, like, wow, who cares then? You got the Sun. So we're at success, we're at radiance, we're at celebration. We are doing all the good things that you need to do for this. This is supporting you, Leo. The Leo Sun, right? It's Leo Lion over here. Let's go. You got this. You are in the middle of a big shift. It's happening. You're setting boundaries. You're tapping into a new way of being and moving forward in your strength and confidence. Let this Tower go and look towards the Sun. You're good. How about them apples? Leo, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for listening this whole time. If you made it all this way, please consider liking and subscribing. And I will be back next week. Take care.